Hey guys, so yes, I do have on a completely different look than I did in the previous clip. That is because today is Sunday, and I recorded all of that on Thursday. A lot has happened this weekend, and I did realize that I didn't record like a closing for Thursday, and then Friday I wanted to do something, but I got some family news and I was not able to do that. But I did want to record some kind of closing to this video, give you some closure to this video. So what I've been working on, I have a couple of projects that I want to complete. Excuse me, I know that was a weird angle, but I have some projects that I want to complete for next year and my prep for next year. So I have written those down, and all last week I was looking for like some inserts to help me plan and organize like all of this information. So what I did was I went on to Peanut's Planner Co. I like her aesthetic of her inserts. It's not all frou-frou or whatever. It's just kind of it's very functional, and it uses grids, which is something I'm used to now because I'm using an A5 Stalogy for personal planning, and because I got into bullet journaling last year, that's something that I'm just kind of used to is her inserts, right? Because they're the grid method. So I want to show you all what I'm thinking about to keep me organized and planned for next year. And I know it's crazy because we haven't even finished this year. It's only May. I have 2 months, which I'm probably going to change it, but my mind has been working. I'm always like around March, April, I start prepping for next year in my head, what I'm going to do differently, how am I going to do things. And because I know for sure I'm going to be in 3rd grade, it's a little easier now because I'm like, okay, this is what I can do. I don't think I'm going to have the same classroom as I had from this year. I probably will be departmentalized. I won't be self-contained. I think I said that earlier in this vlog, or I don't know. It's just a lot. But so yeah, I am I'm just gonna get to showing you all. Hopefully it won't be awkward. You all know I lost my tripod, so I'm just figuring out new creative ways. I'm gonna have to hold this and do it one hand. All right, so first let's flip you all around. All right, so please excuse the lighting, please excuse my junky desk. It's a lot going on. Just so you all know why the lighting is so bad, where you can barely even see, my ceiling fan broke. It like fell out of the ceiling. I am okay, did not fall on me, but the guy is going to come and fix it on tomorrow, so it'll be better tomorrow. But I do want to go ahead and get this out. So this is my bullet journal. I added this Teach Love Inspire. I got this off of Amazon actually. I have some more stickers coming to fill this up, but as you all know, I'm using this to get my thoughts out. Like right now, I'm using it to just write out to-do lists for every single day. So of course this is going to be in next year's stack for planning. Now, the next thing is this A5 notebook. This is probably a better view. So this A5 notebook, I've kind of set it up with the cloth and paper idea of dividers. So I have my schedule, which right now just holds a monthly view, and I don't even think I really use it, so I gotta figure out something else that's gonna help. And then like these are my daily inserts that I also got from Peanut's Planner Co. I only got a chance to use one, but it has a time schedule, a to-do list. You could put like a gratitude or something, I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know how that would go. That was a freebie. And then I have lists. So I just have grid paper in here because I just make different lists. And I also have to-do paper. So this is the, this graph paper is the Tul brand, which is the brand of this notebook. I think I said it numerous times in videos. This is Peanuts Planner Co. and it's the assignments, and I have it in here to write down to keep me on track with all of the online assignments that I have planned. So I could put the assignment, the class, and I think I'm going to put oh yeah, when I assigned it. Okay, now I'm also using this for grad school to keep in like track of all of my grad school assignments. Then I also have a to-do list, which is also by the Tul brand. And that's it for that. Now this section is supposed to be projects, and I don't know what happened to the label. I have to get some better labels because that was a hot mess. So right now, well, what I did was I took a piece of paper, like just note paper for the Tul brand. I wrote out, like, of course, the title and the date that I came up with the idea, and then what I want. So this is for a student portfolio, a teacher portfolio that I want to build. So I'm building a student portfolio, just an example of a student portfolio. I'm building a teacher portfolio, and then I'm also going to build a teacher binder, which I've already gotten started on. That's what I want to show you all today. This is the project planner insert from Peanuts Planner Co. And it has been very beneficial. I'll show you this one since it kind of has every part complete filled out. So it has the category. So I just put organization, a budget. Because I have a lot of these things, I don't want to spend no more than $20 on this. Probably not even that. So then it has the start date, the deadline, and then complete. Even though I don't think that I'm going to make this deadline because I'm working on the teacher binder. That's why I like the fact that when you put it complete, because I didn't even want to put a deadline because I was like, I don't want to feel bad about it, but whatever. So then it has your materials needed, and I have wrote out everything. So I'm going to need a binder, sheet protectors, dividers, copy of lessons, certifications, awards, evaluations, letters of recommendation, letters of students, data-driven instruction, student samples, a letter of introduction, a resume, and official transcripts. And so then the steps to complete all of that. And so okay, and so for right now, I just have decide order, collect all the documents, put them in the binder, create dividers. And at first I was like, oh, it's not in the right order, but that's okay because I know I'm gonna do them out of order. Like, I can create dividers faster than I probably can collect all the documents. So and I'm doing this so that I just have it on hand. I don't plan on leaving my school as of right now. You know, I just want to have it on hand because you just never know, and I don't want it to be last minute me trying to collect these documents. Put them in here. So my teacher binder, now that's what I'm about to get to, but I just want to finish this really quickly. Then it has the next section is goals and ideas, and this is where I keep my blog and YouTube insert, and I think this actually came from Jacinia Printables. So blog and YouTube planner, so I'll keep there. And then I have this little pocket that came from the Tul brand, and then this next divider is miscellaneous. And so all these dividers, I had bought these dividers before I decided I wanted to use cloth and papers dividers, so I figured I could just make my own labels. I am thinking about buying some top dividers from cloth and paper, but we'll see. But this is miscellaneous, and it just has all of my note pages, which is where I take notes for meetings. And then it also has some some dot grid where I just write like doodles and like really quick things that I may need before a lesson. And then the last thing is another pocket. So this is my like work planner, kind of work notebook. And then this is going to be my teacher binder. I think I did share that I was going to use this for my teacher binder. So what I did at first was I gutted it, like completely gutted the entire thing, took everything out, the dividers, everything, even though I knew I was going to still use some of those things. So I just took everything out because that for me was a good way to start with like a clean slate, and it just helped. But before we get into it, I just want to say this, the reason why this is up under here, this was my teacher planner from this year, and I plan on using this to plan for small groups for next year. So I'm trying to figure out, like, I bought all of this stuff, and it's like I don't want it to just be sitting somewhere and I'm not getting use out of it. So This is next year is going to be used for small group plans. I did want to point that out. So I need to add that to my project section of my planner, because this is going to be another project that I'm going to have to set up, which it shouldn't take long because I'm only going to be teaching 2 subjects next year, and so I'm only going to need small groups for 1 really. So it shouldn't take that long. I just need to figure out what inserts I want to put in here, and which I already have. So when I set that up, I'll let you all know about that as well. But yeah, back to my teacher binder. So I'm going to show you the resource that I used for this teacher binder, and it's awesome. Let me just do a quick pan up to my computer. So this is my Teachers Pay Teachers, and this is the resource that I use. So the teacher binder, teacher planner, from Joey Yudkovich. I don't know how to say her last name, and I know I messed it up, and I do apologize, but this is her Teachers Pay Teachers profile, and then this is the product that I use. It is amazing, guys. Like, and right now it is like way more than 50% off. It's only $16, y'all. This, if you buy it now, as you can see, you get free updates for life. So anytime she just updates it for the next school year, you get those. But I want to say I probably paid $20 for it. So this is the resource that I use, and it comes with just so much that you don't, like, I didn't have to create much, if anything. I don't think I had to create anything, actually. So now let's look and see what I put in here. So with my teacher binder, hold on one second. Okay, so in my teacher binder, I wanted to include all these things. So I wrote out a list, and I got that list from Pinterest pretty much because I didn't know what I wanted to put in my teacher binder. I knew an idea, but I just didn't know, and that's where I started out with inspiration. So let's just open it up. So this is vellum. As you can see right through it. I printed this. I got this image off of actual Instagram, and then I put it in PowerPoint and just printed it. It says Teacher Tribe. It's so cute. And then I just hole punched it and put it in here. For me, I like to decorate planners, so I like to add elements even into my teacher. Once I find like cute teacher art, I'm gonna probably add it in here. All right, so this is just a little cover page really quickly. I did mess up on the date. So it says 2020 to 2021, even though the information that I have in here is from this year, but I did it just so I can, you know, include stuff so I know where to put things. So this is just my cover page, and then this is just some stickers that I got out of an old Erin Condren. The back of the Erin Condren, as you can see, I didn't use any of it, and I want to use it because I spent $60 on that planner. The next thing is lesson plans. Okay, lesson plans. So I am a PowerPoint teacher, and so what I had started doing in like February was printing out my PowerPoints, because I'm also a teacher who forgets. So I'll be in the middle of a lesson and forget to say a certain thing. So I have to put notes on my lesson plans, and I have to have that paper in front of me because I just cannot teach off the top of my head. I haven't gained that superpower yet. So what I was doing was printing them out, and it was papers everywhere. So what I want to start doing is printing them out, because I put them on my clipboard, print them out, and then punch them into here and put them in this section. Also, before I go on, these little divider tabs I made. So I got, this was in that resource pack, these dividers, but I didn't want tabs. So all I did was, she has tabs, but I want the circle tabs, and I want them to be these colors. So all I did was go on to PowerPoint and create 2-inch circles, made a outline black, and then I scrolled over to get this color and then made it that color, and then put the thing in using the same font. It was pretty simple. Maybe I'll make a video on that as well. So but yeah, so this is that section. Also, I have any projects that I want to do. So like, this is a form that's also in her pack. These are project ideas. Really, they're classroom transformation ideas. And then she also has these. It's very similar to the project planner that I have in my work planner, but you put the date that you want to have the project name, difficulty. Now I don't know if I would actually do that, because I don't know if this is supposed to be used for students level of difficulty or me, but then I probably won't use that, but I'll put like materials that I need, where to probably buy it, notes, and then product picture. So like what I want the end result to maybe look like, my inspiration, and then I just check off if I have it or if I need to buy those materials. And so then I also put it on the back, notes. So it has a small note section here, but I may need some more notes, like within the classroom transformation, what skills I want to teach, or I've taught to help them accomplish this, what activities I want to do. All of that is going to go here, because I'm not using this for a student project. I am using it for a classroom transformation, so that is on that. So that's my project. All right guys, so that was the end of my like planning part. Of course, once I get in the thick of things, I also have my lesson plans in here. So what I also have is this this divider that came from Happy Planner, and at the top I just took some stickers and put monthly on here. This is my district's calendar for this school year, this past school year, 2019-2020. And then I have these calendars, which also came from the pack that I'm using for my teacher binder that I showed you all. And so what it has, let's see if we can get into 1 month. So for May, for instance, it has Saturday and Sunday right here. And then it has Monday through Friday, because we only teach Monday through Friday, right? So I decided to put, just use some stickers from Happy Planner to put on here. Now, actually, this is on the 16th, but of course the 16th is not on here, so I just put it on the 15th for Armed Forces Day. And then in the example, she uses this section to talk about like what week of the year it is, the school year it is, and then also what she might be teaching for this week. So that's what she uses this little small space for. So what I'm just going to use is to help me like plan out the rest of the year. I'm going to write this on here. And then for June and July, if I plan on doing anything teacher related, prep related, I'm going to put it here, what I'm doing, so on and so forth. Then I made just a basic schedule that would happen maybe, in the real school year. And so what I also did was I took the colors from my dividers. Those are going to be now the colors of my classroom. And so what I'm hoping to do is like how this divider has stripes. I had an accent wall with stripes, and then my border for my bulletin board was stripes, and then I had rainbow colors. So that's kind of the theme that I'm sticking with coming into this next year. But I want to use these bright colors instead of just like rainbow colors. I'm moving on to bright colors. So I've given every subject a color, even though I don't think I'm going to be teaching I may not be teaching reading, or I may not be teaching math. I still have given it a color, and that's how I'm organizing everything based on that color. So I took these dividers and made binder covers for it, for every subject, and I'll show you all when I get to that. Excuse the papers, my desk is a little junky. So I just based it off my schedule from this year, and it was just a real basic schedule, because you all know my schedule changed with every single day. Then the next page is going to be special dates. And so what I didn't print off the second page, which I probably could just go ahead and print it off, because I was trying to figure out what I wanted on the back. So that's the hardest part, is figuring out what you want front to back, because I'm just going to say, like, these two pages were not in order. I didn't print this in order. It was a couple pages in between. And then she also gives you different different layouts and different designs with the same information. And then I just put this little pocket here, because what I'm going to do in the beginning of the school year next year is write out all my birthdays, like all my birthday awards, and put them in here and put them in order, so that when the birthdays come up, I'm hoping I will not forget. And that's what I did this year. Again, it's okay. So then the next one is a reference section. Now in this reference section, I want to have student logins. I have my class schedule and district schedule in that lesson planning section. But I want to have my curriculum map, pacing guides, and policies. And so right now, I just have started off with like the student information because I wanted to know. And I'm trying to make sure I keep their names covered. But I wanted to know like what forms to use for next year. So all my students' names are up under this piece of paper. But this is what it kind of looks like. And then it just has like the school year. So I put this school year 2019-2020, and then I put all of their names in alphabetical order on this side of the paper. And then we're going to skip past. I'll show you all the forms that I did end up using because I put their names and all of their information and their pictures and blase blase. Then I have this other dashboard. It's a clear one, and it just says information. And so here I'm putting all of my school's policies in here for me to reference, and I'm just going to skip over that because that is some information that is prevalent to our school. Then this is student data. I don't have any student data in here just yet because I just didn't print it. And then I kind of wrote out what I want in this section. So for the student data section, I want their beginning STAR scores. We take STAR, not STAAR, which is in Texas. We take the STAR STAR test, which is through Renaissance. But I want their STAR scores, and I want the beginning scores. I want the growth. So when they take it in December, I want to have that growth. And then I also probably print off the diagnostic as well. And then I want their group instructional plans. Even though I'm really hoping I don't have to teach reading next year. So I'm such a better math teacher. But I still want to have their F&P scores, their Freckle scores. So on Freckle, they have to take a placement test. I'm going to put their scores from their placement test in here. And then I am currently in the search of, in this pack, for a mastery. I think I found it, but standard mastery checklist. And then the RTI plans and documentation. RTI plans come from our SST coordinator, which I will put in here when I get them. But I made this sheet, not this past year, but 2018, 2019. It's just my guided reading groups, and it has pre-A, early, emergent, transitional, and then fluent. And I think these two need to be switched, but I just didn't redo it. I can't remember. Yeah, these two are supposed to be switched. It's supposed to be pre-A, emergent, early, transitional, fluent. Maybe, I don't know, y'all. My brain is on summer already. But if it does, I'll redo it. But this is from Jan Richardson's guided reading, and I put them in the colors according to STAR. So STAR has like, you'll see it on the guided math. So STAR has beginning, developing, proficient, and distinguished. And beginning is red, developing is yellow, proficient is blue, and green is distinguished. So as far as third grade goes, if you're still pre-A early, you're considered beginning. Emergent, you're developing. Transitional, you are proficient. And then, yeah, fluent, you're distinguished, which really they should be fluent readers coming out of third grade. So, you know, but a lot of times the fluent, like I think fluent is, I can't remember like the F&P levels, but anyway, that's my guided reading, and then this is my guided math. And so what I did was I took a Post-it note and made some flaps using those colors, and I wrote my kids' names. So in the beginning of the school year, I put them on, like if they were a proficient learner, I put them on blue. And so then I can move them, you know, throughout the year where they need to be. Hopefully they're not going back up here if they started off proficient. Hopefully they're moving down this way, but you know, whatever. So yeah. So this is just something I'm using to keep my kids in their groups. I didn't use it this year I don't know why I chose not to use it. Maybe because I had to redo it. I don't know. So the next thing is the planning archives. Planning archives, I wanted to put my standards and then the past plans, which on the pack, she has standards for K through 5. And so she only has ELA and reading. I mean, ELA and math. And then she has these cute little cover pages. So I printed out the 3rd grade standards for ELA. And she has the literature, the informational. I had to put 2 pages together, so that's why it looks weird. I had to put this one and this one front to back, so it looks weird. She has the foundational standards, writing, speaking and listening, and then language, and then more writing, and then language. And so as you can see, let's get into one of these. So like she has the standard, and this is of course this Common Core, but she does have an editable version where you can put your state standards in there. So our state standards are pretty similar. So she has the standard, the date that you assessed it, and then some notes. And so I think this is good for keeping track on when you taught what. So yeah, and then also it's the same for math, and they're split up into their domains. OA, numbers, operations, base 10, numbers, operations, fractions, measurement, data, geometry. So that's that. The next section that I have in my planning archives, I don't have any past plans, so that's not here yet, is notes. And so of course this is another dashboard from Happy Planner. And then I just have some notes. I don't know if I'm going to use these, but they're too cute to just throw away. And then the last section I have is grades. Another dashboard from Happy Planner. And I don't have any of my students' grades in here because I didn't feel the need to put those in here. So this is just, yeah. And because I have this paper left over, I thought that I should just use it, you know, no need to throw it away. And then the last thing I have in here is just a pocket from Happy Planner. This came in one of the teacher packs. I don't like these pockets, so you know, but it's here. So that is my teacher binder. I know that was a lot, but yeah, I wanted to show you all that.